I'm going to be changing out the AC compressor on my Blazer because it's seized up. You can see it's all covered, caked up in oil, and the clutch has been leaking. Also going to change the receiver dryer and the Orifice tube, which is right in there. This has been converted to R1348 from R12. You see it's got the adapter fittings on the lines, but I'm pretty sure what happened is they didn't change out the mineral oil in the compressor. They put the wrong oil in it, and it killed the compressor, so I'm going to have to change the compressor out. Here's the old compressor and accumulator. You can see it's all been caked with oil where it's been leaking out. Look, I can barely turn it, so it's seized pretty much. The old R12 compressor, but it's been converted to R1348. You can see it's got the quick disconnect fittings on it like R1348 does. They're just adapters these thread on. I'm just going to put this one on to my new receiver dryer, and I have to take this one off and change the seal in it. You probably can't see it, but the rubber O-ring between this and the threads where it goes on is pulled out, so I'll have to change that. You get your low pressure switch there, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. That's there, so if you lose, the system loses pressure, it'll cut the compressor out, so you don't burn up your compressor without refrigerant and oil in it. Got the accumulator out, as you can see, as well as the Orifice tube. Here's the old accumulator. That's where the pressure switch went. That's where the low pressure port is. It goes in like this, so you got your hand on this side and out. Here's what the old Orifice tube looks like. It goes in through this side. That's all grain. It has some metal filings on it, like right there. So the compressor has been eating itself. I know that because it whines real bad when you turn it on. So I was expecting much worse though, considering the noises the compressor was making, but it's good though. The lines and everything look fairly clean inside. Here's the new Orifice tube. It's made by. Nice and clean compared to the other one. So this just goes in into there just like that. That's where the refrigerant from the high side, from here, it drops pressure and converts back into gas from liquid. That's where the cooling starts. You got the mesh screens on it to catch any debris that goes through, you know, that comes from the compressor or something. This is what the old and new one look like next to each other. Here's the new accumulator. See, it goes in just like that. Comes with some O-rings. It's capped off so to keep air out of it. Hopefully it's under vacuum, or pretty sure it's under vacuum, so it stays free of moisture when it's in storage. The system does have UV dye in it, from what I can tell. All the oil is like greenish color. I expect it's had a slow leak somewhere. I'm pretty sure that's where the leak was, is the front bearing seal on the compressor. Got the compressor out. You can see the low pressure side, it still has the UV dye in the oil, which looks pretty good, but you can tell on the high side there's like metallic paste, like kind of like soot in the line from the compressor eating itself. Here's the compressor. It's actually in fairly good shape. I'm guessing it's not the compressor itself that's failing, but one of the bearings in it. You can't really tell what kind of compressor it is. It's kind of like, looks like a scroll compressor of some description, but it's kind of different because you got, it looks just different. I've never seen one actually like this. I might open this one up, but there's here how it comes apart. Had to take the fan shroud out to get the bolts out, so and to put in my 8 ounces of ester oil into the new compressor. Just put it in right there. Take the cover plate off for the low and high side ports. This is one of the 3 bolts that hold the compressor on. As you can tell, this round piece, it's machined off right here. So, as you can tell, they only go in one way. You have to have this machined surface going towards the pulley so it clears it. Now they slide in easily on the new compressor, but on the old one, since they got oil and buildup on here, and I think the pulley might be like 1 millimeter bigger, so I had to actually pound them out because that barely didn't want to. Got it all put back together. As you can see, I pulled the vacuum on it. I had let the pump run for about 20 minutes. And it's been off for like 10 minutes now. As you can see, I'm still under vacuum, so I'm gonna pull my gauges off and let it sit overnight, then put my gauges back on, see if there's still vacuum, and run the pump on it for another 20 minutes and recharge it. That's pretty much all I have left, is just to recharge the system. Get the new compressor in, the accumulator dryer, and the Orifice Tube, as well as all of the new seals. And I put ester oil in the compressor. All done! There you go. That compressor is running at around 40 psi low side and about 250 high side. Put in about 2.5 cans of R134A straight gas. Got condensation on it, which means it's working really well. So yeah, I guess that's it. Nice and cold.